Hi Scorpio, welcome to your quantum entanglement reading with me, Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. So let's see what comes out for you guys. Oof. Okay, this is of course for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and as always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, what was I saying? Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and the message could actually be for you. So feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. If you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can find my information down below in the description box. And just wanted to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and thank you for all the good karma donations. I appreciate it so much. So, okay, Scorpio, this is really good. First off, this is what I think has happened. Some of you could be dealing with a connection that either came back or is going to come back into your life, okay? Moon card. I'm only saying that because we've got the Hanged one and then we've got the Moon card, okay? There's someone that is like at a distance from you and they're watching like you step into some type of new beginning, and they it's this really interesting transfer of energies, because for a long time I feel like, Scorpio, you felt really stuck with this person, and that is a part of their intentions. Is what they were doing was kind of, in fact, I've been thinking a lot about this, so bear with me guys, okay? The other day I was thinking a lot about like, and this doesn't have to be opposite sex, like this can be even same sex, but this is literally what happens when you're like more masculine or feminine. Just hear me out, okay? But I was realizing that when you're dealing with like an unconscious masculine, like someone who's maybe still a little bit more in the energy of like caveman, you know, like my woman, that type of thing, there's someone that it's like they become very possessive and jealous. Oh, sorry guys. I'm so sorry. I was just situating. So what happens is it's almost animalistic. In a way, I was looking at it that way. I was like, humans are so weird. And I was seeing how like with certain relationships, it's like we have this possessive nature, like male or female. We do this in certain times in our lives. And it's like, the expectation in most relationships is that there's like this possessiveness, like this, you are mine and I am yours, you know? But I feel like for a lot of specific connections, people run from that. You know, most masculines are running and want their freedom because they feel this emotional burden from the feminines. And that's where I think it's interesting. Like, so Scorpio, that could be something that you're currently going through, but what I think could be happening is that you're actually going through a transformation. I'm saying this because of the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool card, okay? I feel like there's something where you're starting to, like, things are turning more in your favor. You're going to be coming out of a phase where you don't feel stuck anymore because you're pulling away the emotional, like the way that this person is able to manipulate your emotions, okay? So if, for instance, if this is someone that you're dealing with where they know that they can usually draw you back in with shame or guilt, and that can even be your own, Scorpio. Like sometimes people don't even have to say anything, but they do generous things for you because they know that you have a conscience and they know that you're going to feel too guilty or something. Even guilty, for some of you, this can even be about you having family, you know, having kids. There's something where you feel guilty about doing the right thing and that's the reflection of the energetic tie that you have with this person in your life. So like I said, this can play out with a love connection, a friendship, you know, family members, work environments. It's like anytime that shame and that guilt holds you, you're gonna know that you're in a connection that's like codependent. Ooh, shnikes, man, what is going on with your guys' reading? It's like, it's very shocking. I'm wondering if that is even something, because I haven't had anyone's do that. So we're going to see what comes out here. Maybe there's more clarification on this. Well, that's why. So Scorpio, there's something like, you've been through something intense. Like, it's been a really big battle for you in your life, and that's why you felt really stuck. It's like there's this programming. The moon card's always my subconscious programming, and I actually want to tell you guys, it could be a Pisces or a Cancer that you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but there could be something about, like, there's someone in your life and you think that they might be keeping secrets from you, and it's because it's playing out the subconscious programming from your parents, like a pattern that was passed down to you. Because there's something about Scorpio, a process that you get into where you like lose yourself in connections, or you lose your progress, or you put someone else's needs and happiness above your own, and then it causes you to lose, you know, like you lose track of yourself, you know, you lose forward progress, and that's when things become a really big struggle, because all of a sudden, like, it becomes about other people's needs. It becomes, and this is why life becomes such a struggle, is because you're not doing what you want, what's best for you. You're doing like what's best for everyone else and not for you, and keeping things together. But it's a real struggle for you, because it's like you want to be happy. And I'm going to pull out the card that popped out. I'm just pulling out one more, so bear with me for a second. Scorpio, what else is coming in for you? That one. Yeah, okay. It's interesting because I think what's happening, you're in some type of a dynamic where it's becoming very, like, kind of judgmental. Like, and this is what I was talking about, that it's playing out similar to your parents, because you guys started out this connection, whatever it is. Like I said, it could be work, family, whatever. But it's causing you to, like, shame because of everything that you've been through. But it is this reflection of you, Scorpio. It's like you're coming out and being very, like, judgmental about the other person, and maybe shaming them for something that they've done. But it's like all you're doing is you're playing out the same programming that you watched, that you grew up with. There's no real shame. Honestly, you guys are just chemically playing out a pattern. So this person even comes to you because, like, for example, if this is like a masculine that you're dealing with, where they have some type of secrets, they keep things hidden from you, and it keeps you very stuck, and you like get into this battle with this person, and then you become very judgmental. It's like you have to turn to this black and white thinking. It's because it's the shame. There's this shadow and light. The shame, the guilt, and the fear is always the lack of light. It's a lack of photons in your consciousness. And there's the light. So you see the light in them, but you also see the shadow. And it's like you go to the shadow because the shadow is your shadow. It's your subconscious programming. It's something passed down to your parents. It's not even you. It's just like a way that you're playing out. Like, if that makes sense. And what's interesting is, like, this is why I was cracking up. I love when this card pops out. I hate this card. I'm not gonna lie. I love all of her cards, but that one's just weird. Like, what's happening there? What is happening with this cat? So yeah, Scorpio, anyway. So what's happening is this person even comes back to you because both of you get into this pattern. There's something about you lose track of some progress in your life, and then what you do is you start to maybe look at other people unconsciously because you're diving into your shadow. And so then you look at, like, oh, how other people take advantage, and how other people, like, that they do this to me, and they maybe are, but it's also because you've fallen off track with yourself. So you, like, open the door by not keeping your own boundaries with yourself for people to come in and disrespect your boundaries. That's the mirror. And so, like, kind of what you need to do is take a little bit more of a lighthearted approach, because at the same time, like I said, the shame, guilt, and fear, that's the addiction. So this person, even in a really weird way, they come to you to be shamed. It's really weird, okay? Like they're addicted to that because they were shamed by their mom. Like maybe their mom was like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, and then it's turned into this huge manifestation. Yeah, look at that Empress and the Two of Cups. There's the mirroring, and then there's the self-nurturing, the mother energy. What was I just talking about, dude? See, this is why I love this. Okay, come on, let's do this. I'm really having issues with your reading, Scorps. Okay. Alrighty, Roo. Let's see what comes out here, okay? Okay, this is the freaking, I swear, this little page is popping out in every single freaking reading. There's someone watching you, Scorpio, like even thinking about communicating with you, but they're a little bit nervous too, okay? Because they're afraid you're gonna give them a very harsh judgment, okay? They want a new beginning, they want things to go in a different way, but they're really afraid because you've been through a lot, and so now you're coming across like a little bit more assertive. And I feel like what they might do too is they might try to come in a like a lighthearted way. They're gonna try to come in as like the comic, like be really light and playful and fun. And the thing I love is like, Scorpio, you're coming in like this. You're like what you walked away from, because I feel like either this person walked away from you or you walked away from the person in the past. And so now you're kind of like holding things back quite a bit. You're really trying to control your emotions because you walked away from so much disappointment from this person, whatever it was. Like they caused a lot of pain. But in this process, it really has developed you a lot. It's made you very strong. Not saying you should let this person back in, but it has been of great benefit to you because it's helping you to become really discerning and really like in touch with your intuition about who you will allow into your life. And look at that, the Strength card, that's you. Like you're becoming too strong, like, and too independent. Let me see what did I say? Okay, wow. Scorpio, this person, okay, look at that. They're gonna come in and offer some type of like emotions or a beginning, but there's something that they're also not telling you. And this is interesting because I feel like for a lot of you, probably the thing that they are holding back is their love, like expressing their real emotions or their feelings. There's that inauthenticity that's too big of a black and white in their shadow, and that's what's causing like the issues and the disconnect between the two of you. It's because like they haven't done that themselves. And I feel like Scorpio, like probably the thing that's why this relationship has been such a struggle is because this is about self-love, you know, taking care of yourself and not saving anyone else. Like the only person you can save is yourself. And that's why if you start to notice, like, yes, this person has probably maybe lied or been deceitful, whoever this is in your life, or you've felt taken advantage of in some way, shape, or form by them. But if you look at it, if you really take a step back, you'll be able to see that it's a reflection of ways that you've allowed yourself to be taken advantage of there. And also it's just the chemical programming. Like they keep coming back because in some way you shame them and they're addicted to that in a way. Like that's why they keep coming back in. But also the reason why they don't expose their emotions is because I feel like in the past you've become overly emotional and overly emotionally dependent on this person to provide you happiness. So they feel really uncomfortable with that because they probably had a mother that was really emotionally like overkill, you know? And so now whenever they see any signs of that, they're like out the door, they're running for the hills. So Scorpio, really specific. I'm going to dive into the extended with this. So if you guys want to join me over there, feel free, go down below, click on the Vimeo link, and I'll see you on the other side. But if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.